Wait! I screwed up again. Although, I don't think there's anything here. Let me run through it real quick just in case. Oh. Oh, are those new chests? What the heck? Oh. Well, about time to go sell today's crops over in Crossbell City. Commerce through private traders may be on the rise, but we can't neglect the city's department store and the like. My brother Elkin's true weakness is his love for those new orbital vehicles. Ah, he's a car man. He basically keeps the village's truck to himself, even though the villagers all pitched in to buy it. Well, no one ever complains about it, so I guess it's fine. I heard people talk about how Crossbell City is home to a really amazing theater troupe. Arkansas, wasn't it? I sure hope I can see them someday. Don't worry, kid, one day you will. Maybe in 3 months. It's kind of weird that I've got 2 of them now. Some sharp cheese. Nope, got plenty of those. New kind of tomato native to the liberal kingdom. Unimaginably bitter. Who would actively want to eat that? Started getting the habit of reading the Crossbell Times. You guys are featured in it, weren't you? Man, all I want is to go to Crossbell City and live an amazing life full of mirror and fame. Uh-huh. Derek's plan to open a food stall during the anniversary festival is actually genius. The village has been losing that spark it used to have, so maybe this stall could help bring it back. Sorry. American carp, but you're about to get schooled. I get it, fish pun. I thought that my desire to fish would overpower my shyness, but it seems I was sadly mistaken. That's it. I'm gonna take the bus to the Fisherman's Guild and pass whatever entrance exam they throw at me. Say that again? Walked here all the way from Crossbell City. Oh my. Must have worked up quite the appetite. Why don't you eat here? My father may look like a boring old man, but his cooking is divine, I assure you. I can hear you, you know. Chidudu. Pleasant smells of the pastures, chicken and honey all persuaded me into coming here. I'm positive that there are good meals hiding here. I just need to ask around. Been almost a month since those monster attacks. Crossbell Times didn't go into much detail, but you folks were the ones who solved the case, right? Thanks to you, I'm able to sleep like a baby again. And I appreciate your hard work, everyone. Let's see. I know 10 HP isn't or 10% HP isn't a whole lot, but a fairly cheap revive is. I ended up really enjoying Carnelia. Kept me hooked the whole way through. Carnelia. And that book was quite the hit back when it first came out. Supposedly based on a true story, too. Oh yeah? Well, whether it really happened or not, it had me on the edge of my seat from start to finish. It's a good read, plain and simple. That's all I can ask for. Huh. Consider my interest piqued. What I can tell, Seeley seems to really like Mr. Hayworth. As if I'd ever let Seeley get swept away by a married man like you. Because what I would say, he wasn't always so nice to us. I don't think I could utter a single bad word against him. Arkansas. Oh, I've seen them quite a few times at this point. Ilya Platier's performance is always so incredible, it would cause even Idios to faint in awe. I'd love to see them again. You know those 2 siblings who are always playing in the square? They keep inviting me to hang out, but I'm not really interested. No matter the day, they always end up wanting to play bracers. I can't... I can't take it anymore. These country kids are so annoying and immature. I just want to go back home to Crossbell City. Arc and Shell? What the heck is that? I guess if Camille thinks it's cool, then it must be really great. Is this Camille? Yeah. I heard people talk about how Crossbell City's home to a really... Oh, yeah. Arc in Ciel. Arc in Shell? Yes. By the way, you know the sealed-off bridge over on Old Armorican Road? That is the ancient battlefield. This gives me the heebie-jeebies, but that's not why it's sold off. Or sealed off. It's got a bunch of fierce monsters prowling up and down. Ah. I'm in the middle of making a carbonara. My whole family loves them. They can't get enough. Just try making one for yourself sometime. Here's the recipe. Hell yeah. Nice, 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 nice. Ah, the apiary, yes. I propose that Armorica Village open up a stall in Crossbell City during the anniversary festival. Given how many people are going to show up, I think it's a good opportunity to get Armorica's Village's name out there. Displaying our honey would probably attract people by the droves. Dum, dum, bum, 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 bum. Long time no see, Chief Tulta. Ah, the Special Support Section. Thank you for coming. News of your success in solving the monster attack reached Armorica the other day. I even managed to convince some of the other villages that the police aren't all bad. Appreciate it, man. This ain't the time to be singing our praises, though. If you don't mind, could you run us through the details of your request? Oh, I almost forgot. Before that, though, allow me to thank you once more for dealing with those beasts. Now then, cut straight to the heart of the matter. The support request mentioned something about monsters trespassing onto Armorica private property. Indeed they have. You likely saw the place as you were heading here. Along Old Armorica Road, we own a stretch of property that serves as a storehouse for materials. There's been a pack of monsters that stormed in recently and made the place their new nest. Caused a whole slew of problems. Whole pack. I can see how that would be an issue for the village. Have there been any injuries? Not as of yet, fortunately. However, we store many of our farming tools there, so it's not something we can continue to ignore. Given how well you dealt with the previous run-in with monsters, I was more than happy to submit a support request rather than ask the Bracer Guild. Hey! Sounds like our stock is finally starting to go up. Whilst we'd be happy about that, we should be happy about that, we should probably focus on the task at hand for now. Come on, I know that. Alrighty. Let's go show these trespassers who's boss. Yeah, it'd be best to finish this quickly. Wait too long and this pack could get out of hand. Oh, so you'll do it. I knew asking the SSS was the right call. Here, take this with you. That's the key to unlocking the property's gate. Head southeast on the old road, and you'll find the place. Heck, riding the bus halfway down the path would save you time. Feel free to use whatever you find in there that helps you resolve this matter. Understood. Leave dust, Chief Tulta. Can I go into the kitchen? That is not a kitchen. That is just drapery. Derek and Tulta don't get along too well nowadays. As the current village chief, my husband cherishes Armorica and is determined to protect it from any unnecessary changes. But as his successor, Derek wants to modernize Armorica in order to give the villagers an easier, more convenient life. Neither of them are technically in the wrong, so it's been a difficult issue. Oh well. Can I do that? Can I ride the bus halfway down? Not quite. Here we are. Is this the place? Oh god, they're standing on their front legs! And they're anteaters. Or aardvarks. I'm not really sure. I guess we'll see. Indeed, this is the private property of Armorica Village. How in the world did a place like this end up infested with so many monsters? No idea. Not to mention these buggers look like they're going to be a bit more of a hassle to deal with than those ones roaming around the highway? Yeah, I was like hallway. It's like, no, that's not right. Could be they're here as a result of everything that went down the other month. Well, I came here to look for a new feeding grounds. So this is the result from Ravesh letting their warhounds loose then. Well, regardless, taking this over won't fix it any faster. You can unlock the door. Here's the private property key. Everybody ready? Alright, time to conduct an extermination. Let's do this, everyone. Understood. Let's give him hell. You can count on me. Oh! There's a lot of them. Farticus. Oh no. Let's try to nip that in the bud real quick. Strange hand-standing monster. Sprays a strong smell of gas that confuses the senses. Oh, no. Okay, so burn is a stronger poison. I've been trying to get behind what the actual logic is. Oh, thank God. Igsu. Oh, maybe I should have it on Randy instead. Oh, man, I can't believe that. Okay, so it doesn't confuse, it stuns. Ah. Oh. I want them to get dead as quickly as possible. Ah, damn it. Not as quickly as possibly as that, though. Just that down. Right, he died. Oh, I was like, ooh, can I get 2 counters? Oof. There's what, 8 of them? Good lord. Well, now that I'm here, I'm gonna get my treasure chest. Feather tackle. Ooh. Okay. Randy's not the best for that either, because he's kind of slow. Ooh. Perfect. No. Oh, they're all kind of close. Perfect. Alright, maybe not. Ooh. Oh, I forgot about that. Now I can't actually do anything. Otherwise it'll knock him out of the way. Yeah. I'll still hit them all, never mind. What? Back up. So I got a new fishing pole, which is cool. Ooh. I didn't get nearly as many as I was hoping. Oh. Hey, I think I can push them in there. Yeah, I can. As soon as I get back from the city, though, or as soon as I get back to the city, I'm gonna have to actually put in some work and upgrade the slots. That's no good. I was hoping for a heal, but that'll do. No, he was still close enough to hit. Okay. A cautionary fail. Oh, okay. Maybe save that one for actually being in combat. Good enough. Well, got one on the list. Oh no, it was wasted. Or was it? Oh, thank you, fire. Oh, thank you, counterattacks. Thank you, evasion. 153? Yo, what the fuck? Alright. Gotta hit him with the wombo. Chanceです。Good enough. This is way overkill for that. But I'm gonna do it. Sorry, Randy, you only get a tier. Well, it is because I'm fighting so many of them at once. Okay, looks like that was the last of them. Extermination complete. I no longer detect the presence of any monsters within the perimeter. Yeah, I guess. Damn. They were as much of a pain to deal with as I thought they'd be. Well, at least we got the job done in the end. That's what matters, right? Alright then, let's give our report to Chief Tulpa. Yeah, hopefully we'll have a bit more peace of mind now. Oh. No. Okay, there we go. I see. I'm glad to hear we won't have to worry about them anymore. Now we can finally get back to tending our fields in peace. Seems I owe you my thanks once again, Special Support Section. It was no biggie. Stuff like that is nothing for us. Honestly, Randy, you're all talk. Still, seeing as this property is right on the highway, you may want to take some precautions. Make sure this doesn't happen again, Chief Tulpa. Yes, I agree. We Armoricans will need to work out some way to deal with this problem ourselves. However, I can't help but notice that this all started after the wolf attacks. It's almost been a month since that was resolved, and yet this still happened. We've yet to confirm any sort of correlation between the two events, but it is quite probable. Regardless, now that we've exterminated the monsters, the storehouse should be safe for the time being. Ah, is that so? That's certainly a relief to hear. Thank you all for your help, as always. I'll make sure to call you if something else pops up. You can count on us, sir. Awesome will come running. Well, if you'll excuse us. Ooh, that's right. I got a new fishing rod. Nice. Let's see. Go back to Crossbill City. Boom, 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 boom. This is Lloyd Bannings of the SSS speaking. Lloyd! Oh, what a relief the call went through. Brad. Weird to get a call from you out of the blue like this. Something the matter? So, actually, a citizen would like to speak with the special support section. Is it alright if I set up a meeting? Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. But I'm guessing there's a reason this request didn't come through the terminal like usual. Yeah, from what I was told, it sounds pretty serious. Not to mention, it's rare we have someone specifically request the SSS. I figured you'd be okay with it, so I already agreed to it. Gotcha. I think I understand the situation. Should we return to the office? That'd be perfect. I'll tell the client to meet you there. Do you have any idea when you'll be back? Let me think. We're a ways away, so let them know they're free to wait inside if they get there first. Okay, sounds like a plan. Thanks, Lloyd. Hope your meeting goes well. What's wrong? Did an urgent request come in? Yeah, seems like something serious. Let's wrap up any unfinished business, head back to the SSS, okay? Roger. Hey, Lloyd, think our client's a smoking hot babe this time? How do you expect me to know that, Randy? I don't fucking know Randy. Yosh. Okay, who still needs... Okay. So... about 100 EP without any upgrades. Have I upgraded any? Oh, I have. Oh. Damn, that shit gets expensive. All right. Oh goodness, you don't even have... That would be better. Like, I want the, I want the evade, but I also want the spells. Alright. Tio's tied for second with the fastest, huh? No, she's still pretty fast, I suppose. Now let's go ahead and upgrade till I can't upgrade no more, which is going to be quite fast. Alright, Tio, what do you got? 246. Good lord. Real quick. Oh, you guys are here. Haven't seen you around in a while. Conduct another investigation. Not today. We're just taking care of some support requests. We've been assisting headquarters more often, though. Dealing with the rush before the anniversary festival, I take it. Well, keep up the good work. Even the Crossbelt Times is showing off your exploits in a better light these days. Yeah, I guess so. There's something out of character about the boss of some delinquent saying that. We've been faced with many more turbulent situations as of late. No, never mind. You need some help with that, buddy? We haven't had a decent fight with the Vipers in a while. There many cops roaming around since the anniversary festival's coming up. Thanks for ruining our fun. Yo, don't fucking look at me, man. Government officials always decide to make their rounds when the anniversary festival nears. They review our business licenses and warn tourists away. They're irresponsible, though. They always check off items that they haven't actually reviewed. As if I'd ever trust a bunch of hypocrites like them. It's been a week since Hazel started working here. I offered to help him, but he turned me down. I think he's really started to mature a bit. Is that who's behind here? I started working a part-time job here. Planned to earn enough money to pay her back for all the medical bills I've racked up. Now, word my sister is for me, maybe it'd be best if I did quit the Testaments and found a job elsewhere. But for now, I'm gonna stay here and work as hard as I can. Good on you, lad. Gotta visit Guillaume's factory. How do I get more U material? I didn't think I'd be so, hard up for it. The Business Owners Association always holds a special event during the annual anniversary festival. I think I'm holding an event that any citizen can participate in this year. I definitely look forward to seeing what they have in store for us. Do you now? Oh, seems she's already here. I'm so sorry. Front door's unlocked, so I let myself in. I hope that was okay. No, don't worry about it. We already knew you were coming. Welcome to the special support section. You're the client we were told about, right? My name is Rixia Mao. Thank you for taking the time to meet with me. Whoa. Oh, hell yes. She's so slender, yet so front-loaded. You have to make your ooglings so obvious. Lloyd. Huh? Right. Why don't you take a seat, Miss Mel? What was it you wanted to talk to us about? A threat letter. Yes, it arrived exactly 1 week ago. A letter came in for Ilya with no return address. Oh, sorry. Ilya Platier's Arc-en-Ciel star player, the fervent dancer. He's only the continent-renowned performer who's taken the world of dance by storm. Randy, you lucky dog. Who would have thought we'd get a request involving Ilya frickin' Platier? I know you're excited, Randy, but please try to control yourself. I mean, I know who she is, given she's a celebrity and all. Why would anyone send her a threat letter? She keeps claiming it's just a dumb prank, but I'm not so sure. Something about it just seems strange to me. I asked the troop leader about it, and he advised me to contact the police. Who's in possession of the threat letter right now? Well, Ilya still has it, actually. She was about to throw it away, but I convinced her not to. Good thinking. I'll have to ask her if we can take a look at it. By the way, Miss Mao, I'm assuming you must be related to Arc-en-Ciel in some way? Oh yes, I'm one of the other performers. I'm just a beginner, though. Nothing compared to Ilya herself. Wait a damn minute. What's your problem, Randy? Your face. I saw it in the front page feature about Arc-en-Ciel's new show. You're the one playing the Moon Princess, co-star to Ilya's Sun Princess. The highly anticipated up-and-coming personally recruited by Ilya herself, Rixia Mao. No, I wouldn't say all that. All I do is stumble around and get in the other's way. Truth be told, I'm still not sure if I'm ready for my debut. No need to be so modest, Miss Mao. Being recruited by Arc-en-Ciel is an incredible accomplishment. You should be proud. Oh, thank you. Well, that certainly answers my question. Back to the matter at hand. From what I can gather, it seems Ilya herself isn't especially keen on getting our help, right? Right. Just said she'd rather focus on perfecting the show, so she doesn't want any outsiders coming in. Specifically, she told me that getting the police involved was out of the question. Well then, in that case, it seems that we have no role to play in this matter. What, aren't you the special support section? Based on what I read in the magazine, it seems like you're more approachable than the rest of the CPD. I think if it's you four, Ilya will be more willing to let you investigate the issue. I don't know. I wouldn't normally suggest this, but have you asked the Bracer Guild for help? Since Ilya is a civilian, perhaps they could work as bodyguards for the time being. Well, there's a small problem with that. You know as well as I do how popular the guild is in Crossbell. It'd be far too conspicuous if bracers were constantly coming in and out of the theater. Rumors would spread. So with that in mind, I thought people wouldn't really notice if it were you guys. Damn. Oh, I'm so sorry. That sounded so much ruder than I thought it would. It's fine, Miss Mal. We understand. I think we have a grasp on the situation now. I know where I stand, but what do you got? What do you think, guys? Should we take the case? Yes, definitely. I have no objections. Are you crazy, man? This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance. Of course we help. There you have it, Miss Mel. The special support section would be happy to look into the threat letter for you. Thank you so much. I'll head back to the theater now. I need to tell the troop leader and Ilya the good news. Please stop by as soon as you're able to. We will. See you, Rixia. Call me anytime. From what I know from being spoiled on Twitter, that the two of them, that is Lloyd and Rixia, end up getting married. Well, we should probably jump on this soon and head over to the theater. After all, we can't exactly conduct our investigation without seeing the letter for ourselves, can't we? Indeed. We cannot ignore Ilya's theory that it is simply a prank either. Man, this is one hell of a job perk. Hanging out with Arkansas right before the debut of the new show. Score! And we get to see Ilya Platier up close and personal, baby. Honestly, Randy, I can't deny I'm excited to meet Ilya Platier myself. Does my hair look okay? You two are really worked up about this. Well, based on what I've seen in magazines, she's definitely beautiful, no doubt about that. I'm also looking forward to it. Report. Oh, still no level up? Damn. Bum, 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 bum. Wait, where am I going? Ah, the entertainment district. Let me go ahead and... Oh, never mind. I was going to say, let me go ahead and hit a safety save real quick. Arc in Ciel. Sorry, taking a drink. The architecture of this building is truly magnificent. Seems to be relatively new as well. I believe it was built about 20 years ago, so it's a fairly recent addition compared to some of the older buildings like City Hall. Arc in Ciel. Back when I was a kid, Guy and Cecile would bring me here every so often. You doing okay there, Lloyd? Oh, it's nothing. So we all ready to head inside? Wow. The lobby certainly is grand. I hear music playing. You think they're in the middle of practice? Ooh, that's gotta be it. Ah, hello there. I'm terribly sorry, but only authorized personnel may enter the theater at this time. Oh, actually, we're with the CPD. I believe we received a request for consultation. Ah, well, you're the special support section. Welcome to Arkansas. Rixia told me you would be coming. I believe you're here to speak with the troop leader and Ilya, correct? Yeah, are they available right now? I believe so. Please go straight ahead to the main doors. Avon and Rixia are likely watching Ilya practice right about now. Oh? You sure it's okay? We don't want to get in the way while she's practicing. Oh no, I assure you. She isn't the type to be bothered by any minor interruptions. On the contrary, with the show almost upon us, She'd be quite happy to have visitors. All right, then. You heard him. What are we waiting for? To the auditorium. Randy there leading the charge. Oh, I just wanted to explore a bit before I went in there. Whoa, she's so incredible. Me when I'm platforming in just any standalone game. Oh. Oh, there you guys are. Sorry, we didn't mean to bother you. Yeah, you were just wow. That was completely breathtaking. I think I died and went to heaven for a second there. I'm lucky to have been able to witness something so amazing. You guys flatter me. Still, it's nowhere near finished. Seriously? It could be even better? Why, of course. That particular routine was from one of the Sun Princess's first scenes. It'll be even better when we add the Moon Princess to the mix. As for the climax, well, let's just say this was nothing compared to what that'll be like. Holy crap. I can't even imagine. Look forward to it. So, Rixia, these are the people you were telling me about? Yes, that's right. It's the special support section. Really? You don't give off any cop vibes, though? Anyway, are you sure you want to investigate this letter business? I don't want you to waste your time looking into a dumb prank like this. Come now, Ilya. Everyone is just worried about you. Why don't you indulge us just a tad? Well, I didn't know about that. It's not really my style to let anything put a damper on the hype right before a show. But if Rixie lets me give her a special massage, I'll consider it. No, absolutely not. Oh, I swear, what am I going to do with you? She's pretty different from her stage persona. Reminds me of a creepy old lecher. I heard she had an interesting personality, but not to this extent. She sure is something hot. I'm so sorry, everyone. Lloyd, would you and the others mind waiting in the lobby? I'll try my best to persuade her somehow. Ilya, what are you... You said Lloyd, right? Are you Lloyd? Yes, I'm him. Too close. Way too close. And what's your last name? Bannings. My name's Lloyd Bannings. I knew it! What? Seriously? What the hell, Lloyd? Ilya, stop. What's the meaning of this? Wow, what a small world. Who would have thought this would be the day I met the infamous little brother? Well, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure she mentioned you'd join the police department. You're exactly how I imagined you'd be. Wait a sec, does that mean... Are you one of Cecile's friends? Yep, Cecile's my best friend. I've known her for over 10 years now. We met in Sunday school. I had no idea. Allow me to properly introduce myself then. I'm Ilya Platier, star of Arc NCL, so to speak. A pleasure to meet you. Ilya, what are we going to do with you? Can't just smother someone like that. It's a little rude, wouldn't you say? Ah, don't be such a prude. Admit it, Lloyd. You enjoyed that hug, didn't you? I could tell. Oh, well. First Cecile, now her. So that's how it is. When everything's said and done, the rest of us are nothing compared to the little brother type. Damn you, little brother 1%ers. All smug atop your golden throne surrounded by babes. Anyway, about the threat letter. Oh yeah, I nearly forgot about that thing. Can't say no to such an adorable little face, now can I? You insist? I've got the letter right here with me. Here you go. Thanks, Ilya. Aren't you the ones who asked us for help? Let's give it a read. Cancel all performances of your upcoming show, or the beloved fervent dancer will have a tragic accident. Yen. What the? Cancel all performances of your upcoming show, or the beloved fervent dancer will have a tragic accident. Signed by Yen. That's a threat letter if I've ever seen one. You sure about that? Sounds more like a lame prank to me. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it's unfortunate, but we get stuff like this all the time. Really? It's true. We do get a decent amount of letters like this. Most of them are written out of jealousy or in jest, though. In this particular case, however, there is something that bothers me. What would that be? It's the signature, ain't it? Precisely. Essentially, all the letters we've been sent up until now have been anonymous. There's something suspicious about the name Yin. I just can't shake the feeling that this isn't a simple prank. And I just keep telling you it's nothing to worry about. Do you have any idea who this Yin person is? Not the slightest. Like, is that even a person's name? Almost sounds like it's some sort of code name. I suppose it could be related to our new show's title. Yin means silver, after all. But that's as far as I can guess. An interesting coincidence indeed. Is there anything else you can think of that might be relevant? For example, have you done anything recently that someone might hold a grudge over? About that. Wait, you don't mean... What is it, Rixia? Does someone have it out for you guys? Ilya, dear. It's not about us, it's about you, Ilya. Remember the other day with the president of that company? Oh, that old baldy? To be perfectly honest, that whole thing was so trivial I'd completely forgotten about it. Who exactly is this baldy? Just some old greasy loser named Marconi. Now that is a mob boss name. That is peak mob boss name, in fact. Apparently he's the big boss of that business, Ravash & Co. What? Ravash? Oh man, that name yet again? What's with all the freaking out? It's just, we've been hearing that name pretty often. Do you mind filling us in on what happened with Ravash's president? Sure thing. He likes to bring his business associates to Arkansas for entertainment. He'll plant his ass in our exclusive seat so everyone knows he's a big shot. Thing is, he doesn't care about the actual show at all. Like, he doesn't even appreciate my dancing. All he does is ogle me with those beady little eyes of his. Ilya. Wow, were you able to pick up on that, Ilya? This theater is my domain, and I know everything that happens here. So anyway, that old coot had the gall to approach and patronize me. Kept babbling on and on about he would support my career and have me debut at the Heimdaller Opera House. Wow, it don't get much more fancy than that. Actually, we receive requests to perform in both the Empire and the Republic. We're often asked to hold a limited run of performances in both countries. Now that I think about it, we even had an offer to perform in Labour's Grand Arena. Wow, I didn't realize Arkansas was internationally famous. Still, why would Marconi approach Ilya about being her patron? He supposedly has powerful connections within Arabonia. But judging by the rumors, they aren't the type of people we want to associate with. From what we've heard, Ravash has deep ties to the Empire. And of course, its criminal underworld as well. I had no idea. Now, were you able to resolve the situation with Marconi? I politely refused, of course. And for good measure, I slapped him across that giant face of his and told him to never speak to me ever again. I like this lady. You did what? You slapped a mafia don in the face? Yes. Yes, she did. I nearly fainted after she pulled that stunt. I nearly had a heart attack. However, he had the audacity to touch Ilya inappropriately. The recklessness, rudeness of that man was unbelievable. The nearby staff intervened, so we somehow managed to settle it. So what you're saying is there's a good chance he's still nursing a bruised ego. That's what I'd expect from a typical mafioso anyway. Doesn't seem like a plausible motive to send a threat letter. Okay, we understand this situation. First off, we'll try to uncover some new leads with the clues on hand. Do you mind if we hold on to this letter, Ilya? Be my guest. I see a familiar glint in your eyes now, Lloyd. Come again? It's just like how I feel when I step onto the stage. Anyway, I'm sure you four will do a spectacular job. And with you on the job, hopefully poor Rixia will be able to sleep at night. Thank you, Ilya. I'll happily tackle the case, Miss Mal. We'll do everything we can to live up to your expectations. Thank you very much. So happy that Ilya finally agreed to accept help with this. I knew going to you was the right choice. Don't give us too much credit just yet. From the sound of it, this case isn't going to be an easy one to solve. Oh yes, I suppose you're right. By the way, you don't have to keep calling me Miss Mao, just Rixia is fine. Oh. Well, I'm still just a novice. I think I'm actually a little younger than you and Ellie. So it seems a little strange for you to call me Miss. Oh, really? Well, alright then. I'll be sure to keep that in mind, Rixia. Thank you, I really appreciate it. Rixia! The meet is gonna start without you if you don't hurry up. I'll be right there. Well then, everyone, you'll excuse us. Or me? Was it me or us? Me, yeah, okay. Figure anything out, please don't hesitate to stop by the theater. NCL sure is busy. You're telling me. I bet they practice another 100 times before the actual show. Starting to get why they don't want to waste their time in this letter business. Indeed, that does make sense. Hope we can solve this soon for the sake of their new show. Let's get to it then. This is a nightmare. Who would have the audacity to send a threat letter at a time like this? I hope we quickly determine what this is nothing more than a bad joke. Jesus, sorry. I was instructed to support you in any way I can. Please don't hesitate to ask me any questions you might have. Can I explore around some? Oh, I can. Oh, so you guys are police officers, huh? Must be cumbersome to investigate the smallest of pranks. Bad letters and like are pretty run-of-the-mill for stars like us. I'm afraid you're wasting your time on this one. I'm just here looking for treasure, y'all. Oh. Can't even jump off the stage. How awful. Second floor seats. Oh. I guess we'll go visit Ravash finally and get that treasure chest that's back there, I hope. Sounds good, so what's the plan? Ravash is looking like our only potential lead so far. This Yen person may be worth looking into as well. Yeah, you're right. Hey everyone, I've got an idea. Why don't we pay Ravash and Co. a visit? What? You're kidding. Isn't it our obligation as police officers to pursue any possible lead? We still don't know if Ravash's Don is responsible for sending the letter, but I know for a fact we'll never reach the truth if we shy away from potential trouble. You make a valid point. Not only that, but I think it'll be a good opportunity. They're a group of criminals that think they're above the law. This is a chance to see the true nature of Crossbell's underworld for ourselves. Can't argue with that. What's wrong? Are you worried? Randy and I could always go alone. Lloyd? No, I didn't mean. Oh no, I'm not that worried. I'm sure it won't be too dangerous to ask them a few questions. Just, I've always been curious about the people that make up the city's infamous mafia. And this is the perfect chance to finally meet them face to face. Oh. Well, looks like Mademoiselle is ready and raring to go. Well, of course I am. Life is full of surprises, after all. Who knows what sort of exciting twists and turns this letter will lead us to. What indeed. So let's be off right away. Agreed. According to the database, Ravash's headquarters is located in the back alley. Ravach. Though I remember seeing some shady-looking dudes there. This makes sense if that's their HQ. Garante. A shiny blue. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. A man from Ravash came by for some drinks again yesterday. Something had him in a real foul mood. He was going off on some rant that pretty much the entire time he was here. I think he said something along the lines of, "Screw those police brats." Maybe he's having some kind of conflict with them. Oh man, who could those police brats be? Hey, the last month's incident put even Ravash into a panic. There are rumors that some of the higher-ups got an earful, too. No, it's not like it makes much of a difference either way. Ravash's roots still spread all throughout the city. They're not going anywhere because of a mere incident like that. Are they chatting amongst themselves? So, this is the Ravash & Co. building. We knew it wasn't in the safest part of the city, but the way here was even shadier than I expected. Who the hell are you guys? This isn't a place for kids like you to screw around in. Go ahead and piss up. What? Ain't you those kids? Could it be? I would have thought we'd be reunited with a dear felon of ours. What? Who are these kids? They're those damn police brats. They're the ones that spoiled our plans in the downtown district. No way. Seems our reputation precedes us. We've come here today as part of an official investigation. Say what? We'd appreciate if we could meet with your boss. We'd like to ask him some questions regarding a certain incident. You out of your damn minds. A bunch of dogs like you talking to the Don? Just how cocky can you runts get? He's not one of our suspects. We just want to ask him some questions. He, of course, isn't obligated to speak with us, so we won't force the issue. Can you boys at least let your boss know we're here? Appreciate it. Damn it, or not. You screw up made the little shits way too big for their britches. Hey, what's the plan? You sons of bitches have the wrong idea. Sounds like we should teach them some manners, eh? Yeah, sounds good to me. Guess we ain't getting in. Yeah, we'll just have to try again another time. Let them through. Yeah, boss. Sorry, boss, these kids are... It's fine. Oh, what voice did I give to this guy? He's massive. Wald was fairly large, but he pales in comparison. This guy's a mountain. Huh. You're those brats with the police, then. I heard the stories already, but you're younger than I thought you'd be. I'm Lloyd Bannings of the Special Support Section, and you are? Garcia Rossi. I'm the General Manager of Sales at Ravash & Co. I suppose most of the employees stick to boss, though. Oh, damn. I wasn't expecting a big shot like him to come out here to greet us. Yes, I believe he's Marconi's right-hand man. Come inside. I'll hear what you have to say. Oh, you're lucky the boss is in such a good mood. Get your asses in there. You better not even think about disrespecting him. Unless you're fine with having your lifespans cut short. So that's what this is all about. So this is what it's all about. You think the Don sent Ilya Platier a threat letter? Sorry, no, I won't try that. Ridiculous. You kids sure have some overactive imaginations. We aren't claiming it as the truth, of course. However, we heard of a recent incident between your boss and Ilya, and given that we were out of leads, we thought we should at least come to ask about it. You talking about the Don getting smacked? That's nothing, just a random little event in his busy life. He'd had a bit too much to drink at the time and barely remembers it anyway. I doubt he's holding any kind of grudge over it. Is that so? This is just another rumor we heard. But what about the proposal to have Ilya perform at the Heimdall Opera House? Yeah, that was brought up. Ravash has got friends in a lot of places, and it was them who actually came to us with the idea. But apparently the main reason was that the Don wanted to bring her in as a special guest for what? A special guest? Never mind. Nothing you need to know about. Anyway, that letter ain't from us. You understand now, kids? Even so, you mind taking a look at the letter just in case? Huh? Sure, whatever. Hand it over. Here you go. Lloyd passed the threat letter to Garcia. Oh, the hell is this shit? Whoever this is, he's dead set on getting in the way of Ilya Platier's performance. What was that? He looked like he noticed something. Garcia threw the letter back at Lloyd. It was a damn waste of my time. Threat letter? This crap looks like nothing more than an overblown prank to me. Hold on a sec. Your reaction gave the impression that you know something. I know what you're talking about. Nothing in that letter looked the least bit familiar to me. All I can tell you is that the Dawn didn't write us. Oh, that you guys are on a fool's errand. You know that, right? It's clear there's something this guy's not telling us. Whatever it is, it seems unlikely to reveal any further information. I suppose that covers things here, then. Any way we could hear the story directly from the Dawn? What? Yeah, getting it straight from the source would be best, you know. Or is he not in right now? Don't go getting cocky now, kiddos. You think the Dawn has time to see a bunch of snot-nosed rookies like you? A group of naive and helpless puppies that he could crush in the palm of his hand. Wait a second. Normally, I wouldn't have even given you the time of the day. But since I'm such a nice guy, I figured this would be a good chance to give you this one piece of advice. No matter what you do, you can't change Crossbell's true nature. Ravash's iron grip is here to stay. Pretty confident about that, ain't you? If you understand, then get the hell out of here. I don't have time to sit around having tea parties with a bunch of little shits like you. However, if you dare defy us again, there will be no mercy. I will end you. Thank you for the advice. Let's go, everyone. I think we've gotten all we can here. Yes, Roger. This is the worst tea party I've ever been at. Ain't even any tea. Wait. You there, redhead. Huh? You talking to me? That shade of red, I've seen it before. No, you couldn't be. Whoa, hold on there, Gramps. I love getting attention from smoking hot ladies, but old men, not really my thing, you know. Well, no matter. Hurry up and get out of my sight already. You're the one who stopped me. Make up your damn mind already. That went well. He was treating us like children. I can't stand that bastard. By the way, Randy, why'd he stop you as we were leaving? Beats me. Anyway, that big guy ain't bluffing. Where we are now, I doubt we'd be able to so much as put a scratch on. You think? I sense he considered us far beneath his notice. As if no matter what we did, it would barely register as a thorn in his side. Right, I got that impression too. Even considering his group's connection and the diet, he didn't seem fazed at all. Ellie? What's up? It's nothing. More importantly, how will we proceed? Seems like Ravash may know more than they're letting on. Me regarding the threat letter sent to Ilya, yeah? I don't think we can take everything Garcia told us at face value. That being said, I think the odds that Ravash is connected to this incident are low. Really? But he clearly reacted to the threat letter once he saw it, right? Without a doubt, he definitely noticed something. Lloyd pulled out the threat letter. I'm not reading that again. Perhaps what Garcia reacted to was the sender's name. The name of the sender. That Yin guy? You think there's a chance Yin is involved with Ravash? Yin conspiring with Ravash wouldn't explain Garcia's reaction to the letter. It's almost as if he was sure this had nothing to do with them once he saw it. Don't you think so? Oh. Yeah, that's a good way to describe the look on that ugly mug of his. We can deduce that while Yin has no ties to Ravash, it's still a name they are familiar with. Is that an appropriate hypothesis? Yeah, I think that's safe to say. If that's the case, I think we should consult with someone who's more familiar with Ravash. Mr. Grimwood comes to mind. That's a great idea. If we're as close to the truth as we think we are, it might be a good idea to discuss it with Grace, too, although we give that woman the smallest morsel, and before you know it, she'll be trying to drag the whole damn story out of us. She would definitely learn of the threat letter, and it would become a colossal ordeal for Ark and Ciel. I was hoping you'd all talk me down from that idea, to be honest. We should try questioning any other people that come to mind as well. If we're lucky, we might even come across some information we weren't expecting. Yes, maybe so. Oh no, it's nothing. Shall we begin gathering information? We can start wherever we'd like. At some point, we'll have to visit the law office, though. Right, let's get going. Oh, Mr. Grimwood. Excuse us, sir. Oh, welcome. It's been a while, hasn't it? I've been hearing a lot of stories about the special support section. Seems you've all been working hard since we last met. Well, I'm sure you've been working just as hard as usual, Mr. Grimwood, if not more. Right? You look as busy as always, sir. Haha. Well, you get used to it in this line of work. That aside, something must have happened, right? Judging by the looks on your faces, you've come here to ask for my advice. Impressive. Haha, was it that obvious? Well, I do see a great many clients come through my door every day with that very same look. Lucky for you, I'm taking a break right now, so you can ask me anything. Thank you, Mr. Grimwood. Your words mean more than you could ever know. I think we'll take you up on that kind offer. A threat letter sent to Arkansas, And you're curious as to whether the sender Yin is tied to Ravash? Yes, sir. Do you have any idea? Unfortunately, I don't have any information that connects the two of them. But that doesn't mean I've never heard the name Yin before. Really? What do you know about him? Well, I have no evidence that points towards this being the same person. With that in mind, are you still interested in this information? Yes, of course. Well, at this point, we'll take any lead we can get our hands on. Very well, then. It all happened when I went on a business trip to Calgary. While walking about, I heard a strange urban legend from a local. It involves the legendary Xiongxiao, referred to as Yin. Yin. Certainly is an Eastern name. What exactly is a Xiongxiao? Means something along the lines of assassin or killer. Pretty sure that's what they call it in most of the eastern regions. My, you certainly are well informed. I'd say it's somewhat similar to how we customarily call mercenaries Jaegers. You mentioned this was an urban legend. There's more to it, I assume. Yes, well, it's said that no one knows for sure whether Yin is real or not. Though supposedly, he's said to wear a mask and a pitch-black cloak. And he's never once allowed someone to see his face. He appears and vanishes with the shadows and never lets his prey slip away. In other words, he's a phantom. Phantom. Sounds like a pretty tall tale if you ask me. I suppose that is why it's called an urban legend. However, why would this so-called legendary assassin send a threat to Ilya Platier? Right. Just doesn't make sense. Wait. What if it's not Ravash he's tied to, but Heiyu? Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Heiyu is a powerful organization operating out of Calvert's eastern quarter. With that in mind, I wouldn't be shocked if they knew of the Eastern Assassin. I get ya. That's the case, Garcia's reaction makes a lot more sense. We know for a fact that Ravash and Heiyu are at each other's throats. And if Heiyu and Yin are teaming up, despite not being directly tied to Ravash, it'd be highly likely that the Mafia is acutely aware of his presence. That, in and of itself, would support Lloyd and Ellie's theory. An intriguing thought. That brings us back to your previous question, Tio. Why would Yin threaten Ilya Platier, the lead star of Arkansas? Well, we still need to figure that one out. We know that Ilya and Ravash's Don had an argument at a party. Could it somehow be related to that? I don't know. It doesn't really sound like something that warranted a threat. Besides, why would Heiyu react to it at all if they're against Ravash? Yeah. Any chance the name is a coincidence and we're dealing with someone completely unrelated? I don't think so. Every clue we've gathered so far is pointed in a particular direction. I think we're still too early in the investigation to disregard anything that's not quite lining up. Hey, guys. Not to get too ahead of myself, but why don't we try paying Heiyu a visit? What? Whoa, man, are you off your rocker today? Think about it like this. We know that Heiyu is a big enough threat to Ravage to have gotten their attention, and Heiyu has only continued to spread its influence and chip away at Ravage's hold on Crossbell's criminal underworld. Depending on the circumstances, they could prove even more dangerous than Ravage. You may be right. I see. This might be the perfect chance to check whether or not that is true. Hold up. Oh, we can just barge in on them. I have no idea what kind of people we're up against, Lloyd. Actually, I recently met the manager of Heiyu Trading's Crossbell branch. What? Seriously? He came to me for counsel to ensure there was no legal barricade preventing his business from operating in Crossbell. I saw no harm in the request, so I accepted the job. And it was then that I met him. I see. What kind of person was he? The word shrewd certainly comes to mind. He's relatively young, but he already knows his way around things. He has a silver tongue and is unflappably confident. Overall, I'd say he's extremely intelligent, not someone that can be taken lightly. An intellectual then. Sounds like he's gonna be a huge pain in the ass. Definitely not the kind of guy who'll give us any straight answers. True. This'll be a good chance to meet with him. What do you say? Okay, you won me over. I'm also quite curious about this branch manager. Same here. I know a bit about Ravage, but nothing about Heiyu. We'll be going in blind. You're right, Lloyd. This will be a good opportunity to learn more about how they operate. It's decided then. Thanks for all your help, Mr. Grimwood. Looks like we'll be able to press on with our investigation after all. I'm happy to hear that. You remind me of the way Guy used to work his cases. Anyway, Heiyu works under the guise of a respectable trading company. Stopping by their office shouldn't prove too dangerous. However, never forget that their true identity is that of a massive, influential crime syndicate. Don't let your guard down around them. Yes, sir. Thank you. Keep that in mind. Alright, let's make our way onto Heiyu Trading. I think they're somewhere by the pier. Correct. Our destination should be in the northeast corner of the Harbor District. They are apparently located right by the river. Oh, talking about that red eastern-looking building. It's surprising to think that a crime syndicate's headquarters is in the same area as the IBC and the Crossbell Times building. I suppose it's no matter. Let's try paying them a visit. I almost forgot that I had quick trip. I'm honored that my noodles have earned me quite a number of regular customers. Used to be a duo of bright young police officers among them. One was tall and composed, and the other was a brown-haired lad filled with passion. You know, you remind me of the brown-haired one an awful lot. What? You talking about me? Yeah, you. Got the exact same spark in your eyes as he did. You must be talking about Guy. This is incredibly cheap for an excellent effect. Damn. Burr. Wait, first. And suddenly, nothing is as it should be. Fishing is the only thing I look forward to. So today's just between me and the fish. You whippersnappers better stay out of my way or you'll get the hook. I have unfortunately done that to someone before. Swing back to cast and then hook them. Oh, right in the leg. Up. Heiyu Trading Ltd. Is that limited? A sign is affixed to the locked door. Heiyu Trading Limited Crossbell Branch. If you have business with us, please knock. This must be the place. How do we proceed, Lloyd? Well, knock. Excuse me, is anyone there? And who might you all be? We're from the Crossbell Police Department, Special Support Section. Hoping to ask your branch manager a few questions regarding a certain incident, if possible. Wait here for a moment. Well, here we go. Man, what kind of trouble are we getting ourselves into this time? I suppose we'll find out very soon. I apologize for the wait. The branch manager will see you now. Please, come in. Thank you. You'll excuse us. Oh. Our apologies for making you wait. Right this way. This is the branch manager's room. Not even gonna let me explore, damn. Oh, how nice of you to finally visit. Who's this guy? It's nice to meet you. I'm Lloyd Bannings of the CPD's Special Support Section. The pleasure is all mine. I am Cal Lee. Wait, hold on, no, I played Dynasty Warriors. Sao? Sao Lee? Sao? No, that's if it has the accent mark, I think. I'm Cal... Alright, you know what, give me a moment. Okay, yeah, I'm going to assume this is going to be the Chinese pronunciation, and it's Sao. I am Sao Lee, manager of Heyu Trading's Crossbell branch. So, you're Lloyd, and you three must be Ellie, Randy, and Tio, correct? How'd you... Ask how you know our names already. Truth be told, I'm an avid reader of the Crossbell Times. I was mesmerized by your exploits and instantly became a fan. Though boorish of me, I decided to investigate your backgrounds through various intermediaries. Is that so? Yeesh! 5 seconds in and he's already holding all the cards. He's just as cunning and intelligent as we were told. It is an absolute honor to meet such an intriguing group as yourselves. What brings you to our office today? Was there a problem of some sort with our business operations? No, that's not it. We're actually in the middle of investigating an incident involving Arc-in-Ciel. Arc-in-Ciel, you say? Ah, but of course. Crossbell's very own prided theatrical troupe. I've been meaning to see one of their shows ever since I first arrived here, but work has kept me oh so busy, you know. I seem to recall them having announced their next production, correct? Yeah, that's right. As a matter of fact, our investigation is related to an issue with their upcoming show. We'd like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind. Oh, dear. Sounds like quite the predicament. Very well, I shall comply with your request. Free of charge, of course. Oh, thank God for that. Yin, you say. We're aware that Heiyu's main office is located in the Republic's eastern quarter. We were thinking that due to that, you might be familiar with Yin. Interesting. Am I to assume that you're implying I have connections to this criminal named Yin? No, of course not. To be honest, we simply don't have a lot of info, so we're following up on any and all leads we have. Ah, is that so? Well, alright then. This may be rather basic information, but I can tell you some of the legends regarding Yin in more detail. We're listening. The name Yin holds a particularly strong influence within the Eastern Quarter. Zhongshu, an assassin. Is it Shu or Shou? An assassin, hidden behind a mask and beneath a pitch-black cloak. No one has ever gazed upon his true face. He appears like a shadow and vanishes like a phantom. His prey has never once escaped. Though it may seem preposterous, some say Yin may be immortal. Ooh, if they're doing like the rune thing with like the quartz, like in Suikoden? I know I brought that up already. Meh. That is kind of cool to think about. Immortal? What do you mean? Well, documents show that Yin has been operating as an assassin for at least a century. Ah, it's somebody passing down the mantle, okay. His rise into legend began shortly after democratization? Yeah. After the democratization of the Calvin Republic. If you were to examine records from that time, Yin's name is frequently mentioned. The demon draped in black sent one prominent figure after another to their grave during this chaotic period in history. The story's getting more outlandish by the second. It's gotta be some scary fable to keep the kiddos in line. No way it's real. No, Mr. Orlando. Yin is very real. What? Yin far surpasses a mere tale in the underworld of the Eastern Quarter. Though his true identity is unknown, Zemuria's greatest assassin can be employed for the right price. A master of all assassination techniques, a martial artist with incredible dexterity and agility who lurks in the shadows. He is recognized as such, and his deadly works speaks to his existence. A certain organization highly values Yin and entrusts many jobs to him, or so the rumor goes. The organization you're referring to? Ah, yes, that reminds me. While we're on the topic of Yin, I've heard recent claims of Yin having vanished entirely from the Eastern Quarter. It's come to my attention that he's accepted a hefty job from the aforementioned organization. And that organization's name is it Ouroboros? Apparently, it's involved traveling to a certain autonomous state we're all familiar with. I don't like what you're implying. What's the matter? I haven't given you the name of the organization, have I? Nor the name of the state. You and Ravash are one and the same. Oh, please. Refrain from comparing Heiyu to that measly local gang. Or at least that's what I'd like to say. Quite frankly, I'm more than impressed with how well they've managed to adapt to this peculiar city. Those persistent little pests have caused quite a bit of trouble for us. You fessing up? He's not even pretending anymore. I am merely referring to them as our fellow business competitors. Here in Crossbelt, free trade is protected by law, after all. You take issues with that, officers? Let me ask you this one final question. Has Arkin Ciel been caught in the crossfire between you and Ravash? Oh? We just received information about Ravash's proposal from Arkin Ciel to perform in the Imperial capital. Were you considering a similar proposal too? I have no problem admitting that certain crowds in the Republic wish to be graced by their presence. However, our company is unconcerned with matters relating to the entertainment industry. I certainly am perplexed, though. Why exactly was the threat letter signed with the name of an assassin? That's what I intend to find out. Thank you for your time, Sal. We appreciate your cooperation. Lloyd, you sure we're done here, man? I doubt we'd get much more out of him if we stayed any longer. And besides, Sal already seems more than busy enough, so we really should excuse ourselves. Lloyd's right. Aha. Thank you for being so considerate. One more thing before you leave, Detective Bannings. What is it? Oh, no, don't look so displeased. You do recall me saying that I'm a big fan of the SSS. Believe me when I say that was no lie. Huh? I must say, this current investigation of yours absolutely fascinates me. As one of your fans, I can hardly wait to see how you resolve this one. I'm most certainly looking forward to reading about it. Alright, that's not weird, but alright. Thank you for stopping by, officers. The branch manager says you may contact us again should anything happen. We appreciate the offer. Slam lock. So we have to worry about these guys on top of Ravash. I want to say they at least seem a bit friendly. Maybe they see us as so little of a threat, they think they can screw with us. That is not out of the realm of possibility. Ellie, you okay? Are you feeling unwell? No, I'm fine. More importantly, we found out that the legendary assassin Yin has managed to infiltrate Crossbelt State. We at least managed to get that information out of Cao. Yeah, didn't seem like he was lying. Also, I get the impression that Cao is... I don't get the impression that Cao is the one threatening Arkin Ciel and Ilya. I was thinking the same thing. If that were the case, no way he'd have hinted at his connection to Yin. I do believe that is the first time I've ever seen like a double conjunction, like in dialogue. That is kind of amazing. Heat of. That's actually masterful. Then, would that mean Yin's actions are not tied to his employer, Heiyu, but rather he's acting of his own accord? He might be out of options if that's the case. Let's assume you're right. That means Sal probably doesn't know Yen's true identity. Sounds like our only option is to catch a legendary assassin then. Unfortunately. Yen is truly after Ilya's life then. This case may be beyond our capabilities. There's no guarantee we'd be able to apprehend a professional assassin like Yen. That being the case, wouldn't it be better to leave this to headquarters? Well, would they not simply look the other way like they did the incident downtown? I doubt it. Arkanciel, and by extension Ilya, are incredibly important to the people of Crossbell. Headquarters would definitely take action if her life were in danger. They'd stake their pride on it. That's correct. Is that the chief? Oh no. Who the fuck is this guy? You're... Oh, okay, this is the guy with glasses. You're with the 1st Investigative Division. I am. Alex Dudley. Come with me. Huh? Why? Only a fool would discuss information here of all places. We don't have time to waste. Follow me. Understood. Huh? What the hell's going on all of a sudden? What's the matter with all of you? I don't know what you were thinking waltzing in there like that. Furthermore, you decided to discuss your investigation within earshot of their building. Sorry, sir. You're right, we weren't being careful enough. Well, what's done is done. Well? Well, what? Going to explain to me what you were babbling on about with Arkanciel, and how this all relates to your little visit to Heyu. You better tell me everything you know. Excuse me? Where the hell is this coming from? It is brazen of you to demand that after showing up so suddenly. I wonder which one of us is truly brazen. The 1st Division has been keeping tabs on Heyu for over a month already. You're the ones who barged into our investigation without any notice. Wait, seriously? That doesn't mean you're after Yen too. So you know about Yen. Well, no matter. Start talking. Don't leave anything out. If you don't comply, I won't hesitate to file a complaint to Sergei over this obstruction of our investigation. Damn it. Alright, fine. However, our investigation is a formal request submitted to the SSS, so we need it to stay confidential. I'll be the one to decide that. With the details already, this is an order. Man, I kinda hate this guy. I hope I get to fight him later. I understand the situation. I didn't think there was anything concrete, but it seems they finally tipped their hand. Are you referring to Yen? Yes, I am. You employed a legendary assassin as a trump card in order to threaten Ravash's influence. The 1st Division received an anonymous tip with information regarding Heyu. We've been surveilling them since. But who would have thought that a group of amateurs would stumble onto the scene and give us just the lead we needed? Wow, that almost sounded like a compliment. I would like to inquire as to why you only had Heyu under your surveillance. I'm under the impression that your team is leaving Ravash unchecked. What are you implying? The 1st Division already understands Ravash's operating procedure. We're also fully aware of both the incident downtown and how they've used warhounds. Don't think for a sec that we haven't kept tabs on the cases you've been getting involved in. What? Then why? If we got involved in every little thing they did, there'd be none of the incidents you took on were anything as serious as murder. They were simply petty crimes. You honestly think we'd put off more important cases to divert our limited personnel to such minor issues? I understand that, but still. Those of us in the 1st Division are leagues apart from know-nothings like yourself. We're charged with maintaining a certain degree of order in a city where justice is a constant uphill battle. Geez, I wish you acted like it. We're expected to suppress major crimes and protect the public from criminal organizations and foreign intelligence agencies. Can you possibly fathom the work that goes into that? I knew it. I always had a feeling. Crossbell's peace and prosperity are hanging by a thread. Yes. And most of the citizens fail to realize it. Sure, It might be popular to read stories on Ravash's ties to Imperial faction Diet members. Meanwhile, Heiyu is in the process of deepening their relationship with the Republic faction. If we allow it to progress any further, they'll be untouchable. Our laws against espionage are lax as well. Agents from foreign intelligence agencies are free to enter and leave however they'd like. I never realized. This is unbelievable. Yeah, no. It's cut and dry if it was actually important. The way you're talking, Prospel's already got one foot in the grave. In a situation as desperate as this, our only option is to simply do what we're able to. We assess how dangerous each case is, and even if we can't solve the root cause of it, we can at least lessen the impact. Handling Yin is nothing more than solving one part of a larger puzzle. We haven't been able to keep a close watch on the case regarding Ark and Ciel. Thank you for the valuable information. First Division will handle it from here. You may return to your usual duties. What the hell is this crap? After carefully assessing the situation, I have ascertained that Yin is more than a mere legend. We'll be observing Heiyu's movements and protecting Ilya Platier from falling victim to our mysterious assassin. Tell me, would you be able to handle all that? Damn it. Given our lack of resources, it would prove to be difficult. At the very least, I can let you handle contacting Ark and Ciel. Make sure you tell them that their case has been transferred to the First Division. See to it that they're given a proper explanation. At least that car turned right. I'm happy about that. What the hell? He just shows up, gives a shit, takes our case, and then drives off? And in a personal vehicle at that, adding insult to injury. As frustrated as we all are, I understand where he's coming from. I actually agree with him. The scope of this case has gone way beyond our level of experience. All we can do now is inform the troop and offer our sincerest apologies. Guess you're right. We have run out of options. Hold on, guys. And Lloyd, you're the last person I expected to hear that from. Told us to overcome our barriers. You said as long as we're together, that no barrier is too high, didn't you? So why are you giving up so easily? Ellie. Whoa there, where's this coming from? Didn't you already tell us it'd be better to leave it to headquarters? Wait, is that... I did, didn't I? Ellie, I understand. I'm frustrated too, Ellie. I want to do something about it just as much as you do. If you don't want us to give up, then we'll find another way. No, it's all right. I'm sorry, everyone. I think I've just had a rough day, it's all. Ellie. Well, we did spend our entire day running into one jackass after another. Let's go report the news to Ark and Ciel. We can head back to base and relax for a bit after. That sounds like a reasonable plan. Sure, sounds good. Is that okay with you, Ellie? Yes. Thank you, everyone. Let's be off to Ark and Ciel then. One more, the entertainment district. Huh? Oh. Oh, what a surprise. Good afternoon, Miss Ellie. Hello, Grandfather. Ernest? Did I hear her right? This man is Ellie's grandfather? It's been some time. I'm glad to see you're looking well. How's work been going? Well, we're still new to this, so there's a lot left for us to learn. But I assure you, I don't intend to bring any shame upon the McDowell name. Oh, Ellie, haven't I told you before, haven't I? Or I've told you before, haven't I? You don't have to worry yourself over things like that. Are these your colleagues, by chance? Yes, they are. It's nice to meet you, sir. My name's Lloyd Bannix. I'm with the CPD's Special Support Section. Tio Plato, how do you do? How's it going? Name's Randy Orlando. My name is Henry McDowell. It's a pleasure to meet the three of you. I must thank you for taking care of my granddaughter. That's quite the opposite, sir. Ellie's the one that's always looking after us. Mademoiselle is a bona fide genius when it comes to dealing with all the paperwork we gotta go through every day. That does not excuse your utter lack of assistance, Randy. Is that so? Well, What is important is that you're content with your post. You know, Miss Ellie. Secretary Ernst, huh? I really think you should make some time to stop by home every once in a while. I'm sorry. I've been hesitant to rely too much on my family since I began living on my own. Even so, don't you? It's fine, Ernest. Ellie wishes to stand by her decision. Listen, dear. Continue down the path you've chosen until you're satisfied. I cannot mix business with personal affairs, but know that I'll help you out to the best of my ability. I know. Thank you, Grandfather. Now then, shall we go, Ernest? I have a meeting with the Business Owners Association next, correct? Yes, sir. It's scheduled for 5 p.m. Damn, it's 5 p.m. already. Look, it's getting late. Oh. I like the light show going on with the wheels. I can't whistle. I'm sorry. That's the best I got. Now that's one bitchin' ride. I knew your family was loaded, Mademoiselle. I wouldn't really... Wait just a second. Whoa there, Lloyd. You said Henry McDowell, right? As in, the mayor of Crossbell City? That Henry McDowell? MacDowell, not McDowell, sorry. Say what? He is? Come to think of it, I do recall seeing that information in the database. Oh dear. Honestly, it's a miracle that you hadn't noticed until now. There's always something about your surname that bothered me, but I couldn't for the life of me figure out what it was. The mayor's name must have totally slipped my mind, I guess. Huh. And I call myself a detective. Not to beat yourself up over it. Besides, my grandfather's position has nothing to do with me. Pardon me, that was a yawn. Oh? Anyway, we should hurry and speak with Illy and the others. We still need to tell them about the First Division taking over the case. Yeah. Unfortunately. Yo, Mademoiselle. When do you think your granddad stopped by the Arc-en-Ciel? Know that? Arc-en-Ciel's first public performance of their new production is being held alongside this year's anniversary festival. I assume he was here for a business meeting regarding that. Excuse me. What were you doing at Arc-en-Ciel? I smell something fishy here. You don't work for the troupe, do you? Oh, please don't mind us. We're acquainted with a few of the employees. Hey, we're technically not lying, right? Yo, what the heck? Whew. Oh, look. You're back. And just in time, too. That was amazing. You two are incredible. Indeed, I've never experienced anything quite like that. You think so? Sounds like if we iron out the kinks, this might become a crowd favorite. Oh, that gives me an idea. Why don't you wait another moment before the Moon Princess's spin, Rixia. That way, it'll give the Sun Princess just enough time to react in a way that will really capture the audience's heart. That's perfect. Your dancing isn't the only thing that's amazing. You're going above and beyond to perfect every little part of the performance. Well, I figure if we can do it, we might as well strive for perfection till it's time to perform. But enough about that. Have there been any developments in the investigation? Oh, that's right. Yes, actually. It's, not exactly good news. What do you mean? Alright then. Let me go grab Avon, and then you can fill us in on everything, okay? This Yin character sounds like he's quite dangerous. Can't be serious. He's really somewhere in the city? Wow, well, that sure is a fun story. A shadowy immortal assassin whose legend is whispered in the dark corners of the Eastern Quarter? Oh, I love it. The character practically begs to be on the stage. I'll have to add him to our next production. Heck, we can even work the general outfit into our third act right now. Just gotta get some white robes, and the costume is set. Oh, Ilya. Listen, this is an assassin we're talking about. Why can't you take this more seriously? We suspect that Yin is being employed by a group known as Heiyu. But we still don't understand why Yin sent Ilya the threat letter in the first place. One thing is certain, though. The chance that this is nothing more than a prank has decreased significantly. Is there any chance you could postpone or out of the question? We wouldn't walk off the stage even if a bomb was about to go off. Isn't that right, Avon? Well, I suppose so. Though we aren't all quite as passionate as Ilya. The truth is that all members of Arkansas belong to the stage, heart and soul. You wouldn't find one member of the troupe who'd abandon their beloved stage under any circumstances. I may be new to this, but I feel the same way. Yeesh, I'm sure people tell you to break a leg out there, but at this rate, your legs will be the least of your worries. You intend to proceed with the show. Does that mean you're okay with the First Division taking over security? Well, I mean, it is pretty annoying, but the show must go on, no matter the cost. So what kind of people are these First Division guys? Well, they're definitely very talented and, more than qualified for the job. Objectively speaking, they're excellent at what they do. The members of the First Division are an elite group that live up to their name. They should be able to protect you and your show with the utmost discretion until curtain call. I was really hoping to avoid having a bunch of police in here. Then again, we will have a full house. Better safe than sorry. I agree. I think that's for the best. Anyway, we are talking about you here, Ilya. Once the show starts, you won't even notice them. How rude. I'll have you know that I always pay close attention to my audience. The show only reaches its full potential when the audience and the play are completely in sync. Isn't that one of your famous sayings? For anyone else's case, yes. In yours, however, I'd say it's more along the lines of you forcibly dragging everyone into your own performance. He's not mincing his words at all, is he? Indeed. He surely is the very picture of a theater geek. Excuse me, Lloyd. Does this mean you won't be part of the investigation anymore? I'm sorry, Rixia. We don't have much wiggle room here. The First Division is going to completely take over the case. With them on it, you won't have anything to worry about at least. I see. That's a shame. The only reason I agreed to all this in the first place, because you were leading the show, Lloyd. Still, I appreciate you looking into the things for us. I'll send some tickets your way as thanks, so be sure to come and see the play next time you're free. Oh yes, I'm sure we can arrange something. Though I'm afraid you may have to wait until after the anniversary festival. If you're okay with tickets for next month, I can have them sent to you as gifts. Seriously? Hell yes! Here I was thinking I'd have to wait for 2 months to see it. It is quite generous, thank you very much. Ellie? I'm sorry, everyone. I've caused you nothing but trouble. Don't worry about it, Rixia. All the running around we did today is a pretty typical work day for us. It is simply part of the job. Yep, no worries, Rixia. Forget about us and just focus on your guys' preview performance. If you say so, then I will. Thank you, everyone. Preview performance? The hell, you don't know about it already? Arkansas puts on a sneak peek of their new show before it's available to the public. That's correct. This will be my first time performing in one. People all over the continent from both the industry and the media will be attending. I'm sure many influential people have been invited too in order to boost awareness of our new show. Wow, that's pretty crazy. By any chance, was Mayor McDowell invited as well? Oh yes, he's our guest of honor. I'm told he plans to support the show in conjunction with the anniversary festival. He's quite kind. Despite his busy schedule, he had time to stop by and encourage us. I'll very much like him. Good luck with the preview, Rixia. May be your first time, but I'm sure you'll perform wonderfully. You think so? Absolutely. Considering all the practice you've put in, I doubt you have anything to worry about. Hell yeah. This place is gonna bring down the house. I'm quite looking forward to it. I really appreciate the kind words, everyone. I'll get back to my practice then. Thank you for all your help. Ready to head back, guys? Might as well. I feel exhausted, both mentally and physically. Me too. Ice cream, get your ice cream! Only a few short moments left until Arkansas's most popular flavors are totally sold out. Try them out while you still can, or you're gonna regret it. Which one? Which one? Oh, hey, it's Ren. Hey. Oh. We've met before, correct? Yeah, we have. Back at the doll studio. It's been a while. Your name was Ren, right? Tee-hee. Correct. I believe it's been about a month since we last saw each other. And you know, it's very impolite to have to double-check what a lady's name is. I should think that any true gentleman would know how to greet a lady properly by their second encounter. You're right. Sorry, Ren. Stern little girl, ain't she? You look like you're alone. Did you take the bus to come look around the city? Yeah, something like that. See, I enjoy visiting the antique shop by myself every so often. They occasionally put Grandpa George's? I think I went with George's. No, George's dolls on display, and oh, they have the absolute cutest stuffed animals. They do, huh? Still, I don't think it's the best idea for a girl your age to be wandering around this part of town alone. Let me assure you it's perfectly safe. After all, what's there to be afraid of? The barkers and hostesses are also very nice. Those men in the back wearing all the black glasses never fail to make me laugh. That's okay. I might be even more worried now. Oh, that reminds me. Did you have fun playing hide and seek with the wolves? Looked as though you had quite a few uninvited guests show up at the last second, too. Come again? Did you get all that from reading the Crossbelt Times article about the case? Sure, let's go with that. You befriended that wolf, correct? You could. I'd love for you to introduce me to him sometime. Sure, we'd love to. Mysterious as always, this one. Indeed she is. Still blue? Ooh. Oh. I was looking down at the effects, then I look at the cost. Passionate Rouge. So, you're all friends with Ren, are you? Oh, I do love coincidences. They never fail to liven up my day. So then, you're saying you know her as well? Indeed. She's staying with an acquaintance of mine, a real stubborn old kook who runs his own workshop. I don't believe she's his actual grandchild, but he certainly loves her as if she was. Anyway, that little girl's a pure genius. I'm lucky that she's a regular of mine. Oh, wait, isn't that... Is that Ernest? Oh, thank goodness. I was just starting to wonder if I came to the wrong place. Ernest, did you come to see me? Yes, I did. I had business to attend to at the office, so I decided to stop by. Ellie? What's wrong? You don't look too great. Well... If I remember correctly, you guys were visiting Arkansas earlier today, right? Did you run into some sort of problem with your police work? Well, sort of. It's not anything major, but... Someone in the troop requested our help, and, we went to report what we found, that's all. You know, I wasn't sure if I should stop by here today or not. Oops. But I'm sure now that it was the right decision. What do you mean? I'm going to be honest with you. Ellie, I want you to quit the Force and return to us. Quit the Force? What? Whoa there, buddy. That came out of left field. I get the impression this does not stem from feelings of love at least. I know it was your idea to join the CPD, Ellie. But seeing you now, you look so worn down, so lost. Are you sure this is really the right path for you? What are you saying, Ernest? Listen to me. I know you understand the current political climate and the despair that comes with it better than anyone. That's likely where your initial urge to join the police originated from. But just try to think about the torment and the pain the mayor's going through, how he feels in the current situation. With the anniversary festival coming up next month, Mayor McDowell is up to his neck in work. And after that, it's right back to arguing with the Imperial and Republican factions over the budget. And in 6 months, he'll be up for re-election. And I'm sure you know, Mayor McDowell has planned to retire, but without someone to carry on his policies, he feels like he can't. I'm sure that if you were by his side, he'd feel much more confident about being able to keep going with his work. I'm sorry. Perhaps I'm overstepping. However, I can't ignore the issue any longer. Someone who respects Mayor McDowell and has been with your family for years, I cannot stand idle any longer. Ernest. Of course, the path you ultimately choose to follow is entirely up to you. I just want you to stop and think hard about whether this path you're on now is the right one. I'm gonna need some time. Excuse me, everyone. I'm tired, so I'm gonna go rest in my room for now. Sure. My apologies for suddenly showing up out of the blue like this. It's, okay. Seems to be a pretty complicated family matter. Just try not to bother Mademoiselle for a while, you got it? Seconded. Personally, it feels like you're attempting to take Ellie away from us. I'm sorry. That wasn't my intention. However, you are aware she originally wanted to become a politician before joining the police, aren't you? Really? Huh? You're pulling my leg. That would explain her seemingly boundless knowledge of politics and economics. As the granddaughter of the current mayor, as the granddaughter of the current mayor, she grew up surrounded by politics. It's only natural for her to want to pursue a career in it. To that end, she studied abroad in a number of different nations to hone her skills for international relations and learn foreign policies. However, when she returned home last year, she was dead set on joining the CPD. So that's what happened. I was unaware. I did always wonder why a fancy lady like herself was working for the CPD. And you keep an eye on her until she makes her decision. I can't bear to see her flounder about like this, unsure of the path in life she should take. Goodness, it's already gotten so late. I'm sorry for taking up so much of your time. I'll get out of your hair now. Okay then. There goes that some bitch. Sorry. Certainly has been a great deal to sigh about today. Sure has. We got put through so much shit. Definitely one of those days that just kicks you in the nuts over and over. I know what you mean. Anyway, let's report back to the chief and call it a day. So that's where things stand. Well, you gonna tuck your tail between your legs and give up here? You're saying we have a choice? The First Division took over the case. There's no way we can oppose them, given our team's position on the force. Yeah, guess not. Fox will track you down and give you his longest bitchin' session yet. Probably. Or could we not simply offer our assistance to the First Division? Don't know how well that'd play out, considering the shit we got from that glasses-wearing dick. Yep, that's also a long shot. The CPD's real fussy when it comes to jurisdiction. Makes cooperation between departments a real pain in the ass. That goes double for the First Division. No way a group of elites like them would accept help from a group of rookies like the SSS. But, if you're talking about working incognito, that's another topic altogether. Sir? This is the Special Support Section. The most unconventional department on the force. Sure, HQ tends to ignore us, but that gives you guys a certain level of discretion you can use to your advantage. Basically, as long as you stay quiet about it, you can poke your noses into other departments' jurisdictions without sending them into a tizzy. You do realize you just said we can ignore our superiors' orders, right? What a bad influence. It's like I told you before. I might not be able to help you in the field, but I'll cover your asses when I can. In the end, you guys will need to be the ones who take action, though. That being said, your current situation might make this plan impossible to pull off. One of you is struggling to figure out what to do, and this is something you can only overcome by operating as a team. You're right, bud. Yeah, it's hard to get fired up without Mademoiselle with us. The way she was acting, it was like her head was somewhere else entirely. She's been like that all day from what I could tell. Is Ellie gonna be alright? It's like, yeah, sure. Oh, my man is wearing his boots in bed. What the fuck? Ellie. Over these past 2 months, we've become pretty close. But it seems like I never really understood the important things she was dealing with. I had no idea she was Mayor McDowell's granddaughter. And an aspiring politician on top of that. If I recall correctly, you didn't attend the police academy, right, Ellie? But how'd you end up with the CPD? Well, to put it simply, this is my way of getting some real-world experience. While I didn't attend the academy, I did take a written exam and marksmanship tests when I applied. They couldn't really reject me since I received perfect marks on both tests. You know, the more I learn, the more I feel like we're worlds apart. Do you think so? Pretty rare for rookies to have already earned their detective license, though. You must have your own reasons for joining the CPD, right, Lloyd? Well, that's... Perhaps it's best to continue this talk after we've officially become co-workers. Alright. I'll go see if Ellie's up for a chat. If she's worried about something, maybe I can help somehow. Maybe we can continue that conversation we started. Huh? What you up to, Lloyd? Going out on the town? Well, not exactly. Ah, it's about Mademoiselle then, huh? Well, can't blame you for being worried. Seems like she's got a lot on her mind right now. Not sure if it's the kind of stuff we should really be butting into, though. Yeah, that might be true. But still, if something's on her mind, I want her to know she can rely on us. Oh, it's you. What a long face. How about you toss that scowl away before you come in here? Sorry about that. Still working, Chief? The SSS... Oh. Unconventional as it may be, is still part of the CPD, so that means paperwork. You don't have any pressing issues, kid. Could you leave me to this? I'd like to get all this finished before daybreak, you know. Right, sorry for the interruption. Oh. Lloyd? Hey, Ellie. How'd you know it was me? Just a hunch. I don't know why, but I had a feeling you'd come here. Guess you were right. Breathtaking as always. Isn't that the IBC in the distance? Yes, it is. Thought you'd find a cityscape as beautiful as Crossbells even if you scoured the entire continent. Yet the more lights of the city shine, the more the stars seem to dim. The purity of starlight, the symbol of Idios' love. Ellie, I was thinking over everything that happened today, with Ravash, Heyu, and Dudley. No matter what you do, you can't change Crossbell's true nature. Ravash's iron grip is here to stay. I'm merely referring to them as our fellow competitors, there we go. Here in Crossbell, free trade is protected by law, after all. You take offense with that, officers? We're charged with maintaining a certain degree of order in a city where justice is a constant uphill battle. We're expected to suppress major crimes and protect the public from criminal organizations and foreign intelligence agencies. Can you possibly fathom the work that goes into that? That was the darkness of the city, the tragic truth of the state called Crossbell. Kept alive only by the will of the Empire and the Republic, stripped of all pride and fed constant lies and deception. Damn, we're getting in deep. We're drowning in false prosperity and novelties, only because our captors allow it. Everyone just surrenders to these circumstances and accepts the status quo without realizing its true cost. That's the city we live in. Maybe you're right. But you don't want to surrender just yet, do you, Ellie? I once had a mother and father. Ah. I suppose putting it like that makes it sound as if they've passed away. They're still very much alive. What I mean to say is, they divorced when I was little. My mother lives in the Empire now, and my father in the Republic. I had no idea. My father was born and raised in the Republic. Moved to Crossbell City, met my mother. And after marrying into the MacDowell family, he strove to become a politician. Immediately after he joined the Diet, he recognized Crossbell's ugly, distorted reality. As someone with a strong sense of justice, he made it his duty to mend this broken city. Year after year, he drafted reform bills, all in the hopes of bringing change to the state. That's amazing. No. In the end, none of his bills were ever passed. The Imperial and Republic factions both shunned him, ridiculed him. One by one, his allies betrayed him, friends left him, and he became the laughingstock of the political world. Not even my grandfather, as well respected as he is for being neutral, was able to mend his career. Crossbell brought my father to utter despair. And then one day, he quit. As a Diet member, as a husband, and as my father. He decided to leave everything behind for Calvert. Mother couldn't stop him. At the same time, she couldn't uproot me, still a small child, to follow him all the way there. Eventually, they settled on a divorce, and my father was gone for good. Damn. It always seemed like Mother hated him for what he did, but I got the impression that underneath it all, she still loved him. It soon became apparent that living in Crossbell, the state that robbed her of her love, would be too much to bear. My mother left to go live with relatives in Erebonia. It was then that I was taken in by grandfather, who raised me into the person I am today. That was the reason I was drawn to following him down the path of politics. It wasn't due to any desire to avenge my father or anything like that. I just couldn't understand it. How could a family so happy and loving end up falling apart so completely? After I made my decision, grandfather began to help me. I studied abroad, all over the continent, focusing on politics and economics. However, the more I studied, the more I realized how complicated of a quagmire Crossbell's situation truly was. Caught between the Empire and the Republic. Our justice, our interests are pulled apart by the gravity of their immense power, entangled with their own and distorted beyond all recognition. It was there I hit a wall. An insurmountable barrier in my way. A barrier. The same one my father faced, and one I'm sure my grandfather faces as well. Do you know who represents the government of Crossbell State, Lloyd? Isn't it Mayor MacDowell? Well, yes, but he's not the only one. It's actually both the Crossbell City Mayor and the Speaker of the Diet. Grandfather and the Imperial faction Speaker Hartman jointly represent our government. That's how we operate, according to state law. Sounds like I should have studied a bit more. But wait, why did Crossbell adopt such a divided system in the first place? It's obvious, isn't it? If two representatives from opposite factions have equal authority, they can hinder things for each other, making political reform nearly impossible. No way. But now that you mention it, it does make sense. With two people on top, one side can easily sabotage the other if they try to push some sort of reform through. The fact that this happens is a tragic inevitability given Crossbell's founding. 70 years ago, Crossbell State was born from a mutual agreement between Erebonia and Calvert. In fact, the state's founders were themselves Imperial and Republican lawyers. Seeing the current state of Crossbell, I can't help but think of it as a curse. I was at a loss. If I were to continue into this world of politics, that same curse would grab me by the neck and drag me under, just like my father. That's why I decided on a new approach, one my family hadn't tried yet. And that was the CPD? Yes. From there, I told myself I could see Crossbell's twisted reality firsthand, without looking through the muddied lens of politics. I convinced myself that the experiences I gained here would one day be my secret weapon when I finally joined Crossbell's political world. The reform that my father failed to achieve, grandfather's unable to pursue. I thought this new perspective would be key to finally making it a reality. Maybe. But perhaps I was just lying to myself. Perhaps I was just running away. Everything that happened today, I knew it was likely I'd encounter those issues. But still, the reality of things was even colder and crueler than I'd imagined. When confronted with it, I was at a loss. Maybe I'm incapable of doing anything on my own after all. Maybe I'm just a broken little girl, abandoned by her mother and father. So what? Huh? You try way too hard to be perfect, Ellie. Can't afford to fail. I need to take care of everything myself. Shoulder every responsibility. That's the way you've been thinking, isn't it? That's not... Today was probably your roughest day yet. Being ridiculed, having to hear that all our efforts are in vain. But think about it. Aren't those the things we signed up for when we joined the SSS? Remember, Ellie, there may be barriers we can't get over today. But that doesn't mean we won't be able to get over them tomorrow. Right now, the barrier that stands before us is the threat letter case. Even though the First Division has taken it over, I say we continue investigating independently from them. What? Is there even anything else we can do at this point? Sure. The First Division may be great at what they do, but even so, it's obvious that they're stuck in a cop's mindset, only adhering to traditional logic. Maybe a new perspective is exactly what's needed to crack this case. At least that's how I feel about things. Lloyd. Just like how you joined the CPD to gain a new perspective on Crossbell, right? If we're somehow able to solve this case, then I'm sure that means your goal isn't out of reach either. Of course, I shouldn't really compare our investigation to Crossbell's underlying issues. But what we need right now is the experience of overcoming these kinds of obstacles. We keep clearing the small barriers one by one, and someday we'll have the power to get over the big ones too. In these 2 months we've been together, I've come to realize something. You have your own troubles you're working to overcome, don't you? So how are you able to stay so optimistic? Well, let's see. Maybe it's because I have someone I'm trying to catch up to. Though, that in itself may be a problem. I think I understand. But I'm not as strong as you are. I'm just so tired of it all. I didn't come up here with the intention of talking so much about my past, but I just couldn't keep it bottled up anymore. At this rate, I'm only going to drag the team down. If that's the case, I should probably... Ellie. We need you, Ellie. Your profound knowledge, your negotiation skills, your sharpshooting, your sense of justice. We're going to stand up to this city. We're going to need you. But that's not it, though. All that's true, my point is this. I'd be happy if you decided to stay by my side, Ellie. What? You were in a bit of a mess at the start, but I feel like we've really started to become a team over these past 2 months. Even when we're bombarded with the stress of daily life, we make time for the small things, like deciding whose turn it is to cook. We've all come to trust in everyone's individual strengths. Not every day you find teammates like that. Well, we may still be rookies, sure. Lips are getting dry. It's too early for us to be able to tackle every problem by ourselves. But it's also too early for us to give in and despair and give up on trying to fix things. We'll tackle each day head on, do whatever we can, and keep relentlessly confronting the status quo. And if that somehow fails, we'll just come up with a new plan, together. You, me, Randy, and Tio. And despite the way he acts, Chief is always doing everything he can to support us from the side. Heck, even Zide has their backs now. So don't forget Ellie, you're not alone. You're absolutely right. I'm not alone. How could I have forgotten something so important? Thank you, Lloyd. Even though I won't be able to solve all my problems, I do feel a little better now. Glad to hear it. Still, apart from the lines that sounded like they came straight out of a teen drama, I was a bit surprised. I'm painfully aware how cheesy they were, okay? Well, what do you mean by surprised, though? Because, well, talk about how I'm needing, telling me you want me by your side. I thought you were confessing you loved me. Confessing? Whoa! Wait, that's not what I meant at all. Oh? So you're saying I'm not good enough then? You know that's not it. Oh, come on, you're just teasing me now, aren't you? Just a little payback. You really should be more careful, Lloyd. You might not realize you're doing it, but you really have the potential to be a serious womanizer. Hey, hold on a second. I'd understand if you were talking about Randy, but why me? The fact that you don't even know you're doing it makes it all the worse. Oh, good grief, Lloyd. Can't believe just hearing those words made my heart start beating so fast. Wait. Start being... Oh, mistype. Had to have been a mistype. Huh? What was that? Nothing. But anyways, I'm sorry I wasn't there when you reported to the chief. Did you guys come up with a plan for how to continue our investigation? No, not yet. Right now, the case hinges on figuring out what Yin hopes to accomplish. Tomorrow we can ask around and see if we can find some sort of lead. Sounds good. Thanks to you, I have a feeling that I'll be sleeping soundly tonight. How about we hold a meeting tomorrow morning? After we get some much-needed rest. Sounds like a plan. Hey! Ooh. Lloyd and Ellie learned Star Blast. By spending 100 CP each, a powerful combination attack can be unleashed. Ooh! What was the last game I played that had something like this? Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. That concludes this week's report. Warhounds they've trained may prove troublesome. If Master Yin were available, he would easily compensate for our lack of force. Very well. We shall continue with all our current operating protocols within the city. In addition, recall half of our personnel currently dispatched to Altair. Understood. I shall take my leave, Master Tsao. Have a pleasant evening. Yes, to you as well. How troublesome. I'd rather not have to request the Elder's assistance. Such help would come with a heavy debt. If only Master Yin were more cooperative, our plans would be proceeding splendidly. Worry not. I plan to uphold my end of the bargain. It shouldn't surprise me that you were eavesdropping. Dear me, I fear I may have made a few slips of the tongue. Please. We both know you said exactly as much as you wanted me to hear. Just as cunning as ever. Me? Oh, goodness, no, I'm no match for you. So, what do I owe the visit? Are you perhaps in the mood to cull some warhounds for us? Your subordinate's more than capable enough to handle the matter. Wait, hold on. Ooh, Yin is a woman. Okay. My role is to take care of Vash's main force, beginning with that man, Garcia. That was what you hired me for, was it not? Oh dear, you truly are no fun. It's come to my attention that you've become entangled with Arc-en-Ciel for some odd reason. You know the CPD is quite good at their jobs, so don't do anything that'll bring us trouble. Do I make myself clear? No need to worry. More importantly, what is your impression of the Special Support section? Oh, so that's what you've come here for. Let's see, they are an intriguing combination of young people. Their leader, Lloyd, most of all. He's perfectly aware of his weakness, yet he continues to push forward with determination. Seems to have a strong intuition as well. To be honest, I quite like people like him. I was not asking you about your tastes. What about the other members? Again, each of them proves to be quite intriguing in their own way. Mayor McDowell's granddaughter possesses a keen sense of diplomacy and operates as the team's administrator. As for the girl from the Epstein Foundation, with her orbital staff itself... God damn it. While her orbital staff itself is fascinating, I suspect she has some special qualities of her own. Lastly, we have our red-headed fellow. He has a certain air about him, one not dissimilar to our own. Intriguing indeed. I must ask, why have you taken such great interest in them? I simply wish to put them to a little test. I was curious to find out if they are worthy of taking on a request from Yin. Oh. Ooh, okay.